Aiwa.
All right. What's it say?
Madam, get madomasi.
Madomasa. There's a couple madomasa. I'm looking at the film about boots of sorry, I'm going to talk about the guys of madomasa.
Alright, madomasa pana. Alright, madam.
All right. Nayo. Saka kuno. Azvinhu zvakaoma nditi. Zvakaoma seri mabhonda ari kunetsa ka. Hapana chaari kutenga mabhonda acho. Ukuda amwe mabhonda.
Madam, ndisuziva zvamuita.
Because tiri kuona kuti watora mabhonda angu kaangaro. Hausi kuda amwe. Mira ndikupi. Ese mabhonda. Ese tora mwana usatya. Tora hako. Oh. Ese. Good boy. Hapana chaari kutenga uri kuda maisa chete. Maisa ega. Tora hako mwana wangu. Okay, sure. Inonetsa. Anowandisa mabhonda. Ese. Yeah, good boy. Waita hako mwana wangu. Waita hako.
Pamate, saya murata and my supupesa.
Tora, andikaonga uchina mabhonda.
Aiwa, ndimata achenge.
Aiwa mwana. Tusha. Okay. Gara ikoko. Mabhonda acho hapana zvaari kuita. Kutenga tini mabhonda. 500 bonds for meat.
Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, welcome to another episode of The Week in Lockdown, live from my kitchen. It's been a very cashless week. After Nick Mangwana closed everyone's Ecocash wallet, nurses went on full-blown strike, and Malawi got an American for president. But first, Ecocash, how far? Just when you thought our cashless country couldn't get any worse, Nick Mangwana appeared like the evil genie that he is and announced that Ecocash has been banned with immediate effect. I don't need to mention that this announcement was made after normal working hours. I mean, you already know that. Within hours, Ecocash had responded and they basically said, Ecocash's argument was that only the RBZ had the power to ban Ecocash. What Nick was trying to do would be like if Zach arrested all the corrupt people in government. It's not their mandate. Oh no, actually, I think that's what they're supposed to do. Soon after, the RBZ appeared and said, okay, we're not going to ban Ecocash, yes, just all those agents and my bulk, because those are the naughty ones. But that's not even the most interesting part of this saga. According to Bloomberg, we also heard this from someone who's really close to the Nyaya. The actual order to ban Ecocash in the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange came from the Joint Operations Command. Yeah, these guys. And the order was made without even consulting the RBZ. This makes sense because only someone who sleeps with a gun under his pillow would think that he's got the power to send out a text message and shut down a facility with over 10 million users. Mangwana thinks we are his kids. That's why he's saying it's because mobile money platforms were guilty of money laundering and illegal foreign exchange trading. You know what are the 3 craziest things about this situation? 1, our government is ruling by decree and not by law, because these announcements are just my press statements without any backing of legal instruments. 2, the army are now making economic pronouncements instead of the correct regulatory authorities. 3, both Blatindo and Dadza, who have my Chikweret, are saying, tight mdara, Ecocash mawani, which is a lie, because only agents' lines are down, not personal ones. Sanyepe boys, eh? So Zimbabweans find themselves caught between an Econet rock and a government hard place. Because the main thing forcing everyone to use alternative platforms to change money is that the government gave us a half-baked currency that no one trusts, and they gave us a fake exchange rate. Meanwhile, Econet, as a corporation, makes huge profits from the fees they charge us because of their unhealthy monopoly over our daily transactions. And at the end of the day, it's the poor that suffers, not the big money changers and not the chefs. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Dear Hurumende, you know that innovation and energy that you use when coming up with schemes to steal and loot, why not use that to make an actual plan? We're not even asking for a lot. Just 1 week where things seem not to be upside down. 1 week Chete Mdara. Or maybe Neretre this week, make it 6.4 days. In our Punishment Plus Good Move segment, we have the Zimbabwe Health Services Board. What do you do when your country is ravaged by coronavirus? When positive COVID cases rise to over 600 and your nurses and doctors cannot even afford to get to work and so have to go on strike. You buy yourselves some brand new Land Rover Discoveries. Eka.
You will be aware that these discoveries in government, there are more than 50 of them. All the commissioners have been allocated those vehicles. And it's not that we were favored as a health service board. We're actually the last to be allocated 2 vehicles, whatever was left.
You see, they were not favored. They were the last to be given these lovely discoveries. That's the thing with corruption. If everyone else in government is doing it, why can't we? Now that's how you motivate your employees. When they see you in your brand new discovery, they'll stop their silly protests and go back to work so that one day they can also become a commissioner and get a discovery.
Welcome to yet another episode of Which Business Opens Next? Takamirirwa nema previous winners apa tina miriro machurch now panapa Prophet Fashan. Yes, and round of applause. Yeah, and then reformer contestants tine ma restaurants.
Hello, Chukuti, vote for us for new specials and special recipes in groups of 50.
Yes. And people contesting tinawo kava komana kumabhawa vanoridza
Uraima bawa tizvifaise man.
mazvinzwiraga vari kakumirira shasha dzeyamapiano and right next to them akomana vemakombi.
Tuasara makombi guys keparodi.
Sanga tingoenda straight to it. Which business opens next? Pastor tokumbira kuti muuyeko apa raffle. And the next winner of which business opens next is Vabana Vema Restaurants. Muruna Murizaugo. Yes. Stay tuned in for the next winner next week. We got you.
There's definitely something in that exile water, because who would have thought that Augustine Spotfine Chihuri would become a whistleblower? The same Chihuri who oversaw one of the most corrupt police forces in the history of corruption. Now, he's producing evidence of corruption committed by everyone else, apart from him, of course. Chihuri, through his lawyers, has been in the courts arguing that there was nothing corrupt about the way that he achieved his wealth. The wealth he's referring to is alleged to be in excess of 32 million USA, not Zimkwacha. Imagine how many spot fines he had to collect to get to that level. So this civil servant wants us to believe that through hard work and prayer, he managed to make over 32 meter as Mpurisa. This week, in a fairy tale story from a distant land, Zimbabweans learned that apparently if you have a disputed election, you can have a free and fair rerun and the opposition can win. And they get given power. Who would believe that? Yes, in the far, far away land of Malawi, opposition politician Lazarus Chakwera beat incumbent President Peter Mutharika. Malawi is only the second African country to annul a presidential election after Kenya in 2017, and it's the first in which the opposition has won in a rerun. So what lessons have Zimbabweans learned from it all? That the military shouldn't be involved in politics? That it's key to have an independent judiciary? Nope. Zimbos are fixated on Chakwera's accent.
My name is Lazarus Chakwera, and I come from Malawi. You know, I look at myself and all that I have become as a result of grace. And this is what led me to where I am now, where I am running for president of Malawi. And it was a struggle for me to make that decision. Talked with God a lot and read the scriptures a lot. And one day, God spoke to my heart. And God was not saying, I'm pulling you out of ministry. God was saying, I'm extending your ministry.
Yes, Chakwera will make Malawi great again. I guess, as a young prophet, King Kandoro once said, accent inoshanda. Recently, when I commented that Kirsty Coventry was no longer that popular, which could mean that I could soon be Zimbabwe's most popular white person, you, our patriotic viewers, replied, Kodi rank marshal, Arikumberi. So I asked my team to do some Chisi 10 to find out who this Mfana Kodi actually is.
Yo, so boy, the ring marshal, one Murunga Jazz of Zimbabwe, and Nagato Jazz. Don't tell up on people cards with Zimbabwe. Beautiful, how? Because when a body rakati oh, dira. So, Tara Mutara, Wakatu Zimbabwe, Wakangwari Sestere. Wakatu Zimbabwe, one on you, my dish. To 1%. What I said. Wakatu Zimbabwe, Munimaku Asterek. Where I was Zimbabwe. So boy, the ring marshal. One Murunga Jaiswa. Corona if I got bata kuno. Unandite ingwe COVID. DJ, save the tune.
But Kodisha, Daru, why are you taking my jobs? Take DJ Stavros instead. Tukuno Shanda Tese, rank marshal, inini big daro in Makumbi. Eh? Unity government, ka. That's the problem with youth of today. I want respect for their elders. Just look what Emerson did to Bob Shah. Don't retire here, my comrades. Coronavirus has devastated our already fragile economy, but it does give us the chance to build back better. Instead of a stimulus package to support business as usual, our government should be thinking how they can support the growth of a more sustainable, green and fair economy. We caught up with leading environmental activist and the founder of Advocates for Earth, Lenin Chisarira, for more on this.
So in the post-COVID-19 era, we are going to talk about a green stimulus package. We're not talking about a green stimulus, we're talking about an economic recovery package that is informed by the concepts of sustainable development and environmental justice. Countries such as Zimbabwe and the rest of the world, but especially those in the global south, have suffered immensely in terms of both the economy and social aspects from the COVID-19 pandemic. These countries have also got to prepare for a post-COVID-19 era, an era that should be informed by respect for the people's environmental and economic justice, that should also be informed by respect for the climate and wildlife. So as environmental activists, we have quite a number of tools in our arsenal that will help us to fight for a green stimulus package that caters for the people, that caters for the environment.
If you want to help out our health workers fighting against COVID-19, then Frontline ZW is still looking for masks, aprons, and more. Please get in touch with them so you can drop off a donation. Because our healthcare workers on the front lines need your support. Thanks for joining us on the Weekend Lockdown. Follow Magamba TV on social media. I've been Comrade Fatso. You have been the people. This has been the Weekend Lockdown. Thank you. Blatindo, Dadza. I'm going to send you my bank account details because guys, hey, Shasa, some of us need to eat, eh? Thank you and Futsek.